another question. How should or could I best use the healing method Spirit has showed me for myself, to share? Additionally, can I use it at will or only in a trance or seance? Did I?
I'm not shy. I can.
Okay.
I can ask that again. I've been humbled by things that I've seen, been shown, and events that have occurred. Many years ago, I was shown a healing system, which kind of got put on the back burner after I learned. I've since learned therapeutic touch and Reiki. The past few months, Spirit has been showing and using me for this other healing system. I need guidance on how best to use it and under what circumstances. Is it something that I should share with others, keep to myself for a while? Can I use it at will? Are there restrictions? It's just phenomenal. And I feel very humbled that I was shown this and given it.
Yes, we are happy to address this query. Thank you.
Thank you.
We did not mention that many times you'll hear the throat clearing as our energies are changing or shifting. When very often you'll hear it if there's much coming in, or if there is one other of us sort of separating to come in or go back to the collective, you will hear that happening. And so to answer your query regarding this healing that you speak of, the first thing that we would say about that is that, and this of course goes across the board, that when you are receiving from Spirit anything at all, the best thing to do is just open your arms and receive it. There isn't necessarily a only use it here or only use it there sort of a thing. If it is being shared with you, then Spirit is also those beings, those healers who are sort of downloading this information into your own computer system, are sharing it with you, obviously for it to be used. It is not just to be stored in a warehouse, if you will. It has been in a warehouse, yes?
Yes.
And so they are looking to, because you understand what this is, and again, there are many different teachings and many different traditions of healing, and some of you who take these different traditions may pick up other bits and pieces as you're working with Spirit, or you may have a whole entire something just downloaded into you, but understand that you will be instructed, or what will be shared with you is based on how you will best utilize this system. You understand? So just as when what do you call in your when you have your gatherings here? Yes, when you sit in a circle. Yes, what do you call your message circles? Yes. And when Spirit comes to certain people, perhaps a Spirit may come to this one, or it may come to a different one, and there's an alignment, yes, of those energies for that to happen. Similarly, there would be an alignment of this sort of, in particular, this healing modality that you speak of is something that is aligned with you. Quite frankly, in this particular case, this is aligned with you because it is in part being downloaded, but in actuality, it is actually being sort of uploaded from your soul memory. Because this, for you, is healing work that you have done before in other places and in other times. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. And so, and very often, when things are shared with any of you in this way, it is very often because you've brought it back in with you. And there's a certain time or place when it becomes what we might call activated in you, because you are at that point in time ready to fully carry its resonance. So you may see bits and pieces, as you spoke of having gotten part of it earlier on in your life, yes?
Yeah.
And then certain things needed to change and move and adjust and all of that. And so as you have been opening yourself more, and as your vibrational frequency is changing, then now it is more aligned for you to be able to begin to utilize this. What we would say to you as well, with all of your queries about when, how, what, and all of that, is that this information that is being brought up in you is also, it's being activated in you and downloaded from outside of you as well. Those healers, those masters that have walked or were in these temples with you, that are helping you to remember this. You also can ask them, please understand that if you are able to receive the teachings, then you are also able to receive the knowing of when to use it, yes? So this is another huge human trait, is that you all become so worrisome sometimes, yes? About ensuring that you're doing it just right. And that you do not wish to make a mistake because you are entrusted with this. And while certainly we can say we are so pleased to see you having reverence for this and gratitude for this, because these are important things, and the more that you humans do that, the more that you can share with others, the more you're able to give others, because you can move out of the way of it. But also understand that if these beings, and your own being, is wise enough to be able to make this connection, then also you will be wise enough to be able to ask the question of what is next with this, you see? And also to take your time, to allow it to unfold, to allow it to go in its direction. Again, very often, because you live in this, what do you call this fast-paced culture? This, what is your drive-through centers? What is where you drive through and you get your beverages and your eating things?
Fast food.
Your fast food restaurants, yes. This is like a fast food culture, yes? And so when we see a part of it, right, you wish to say, oh, this is what I have to do now. How do I get there? How do I get there? And what we say to you about it is, well, you put one foot in front of the other, in front of the other, in front of the other. And as long as you continue to bow to that energy, to bow to that healing energy that is in you and that is you, and keep yourself in check, if you will, then you will always know the next step to take. Do you understand why we say this like this?
I believe so.
Yes. And so this is not about rushing forward, you see. It is being activated, it is being awakened in you, and yes, you are meant to utilize and practice it right now to get more familiar and more comfortable with this. Because as you do that, then, again, you will know. It is just like if you are driving down your roadway, which may appear to be a straightaway, and all of a sudden you go around a corner, and when you get around that corner, there's a whole other scenery there. There's a whole other town there that you had not known existed while you were on this straightaway. And likewise, although this information is being activated and downloaded into you, understand that this is a piece or a part of it. And that as you continue to move forward, not only the way, but more of the medicine itself will sort of appear around the corner. Do you understand?
Yes.
And do you feel that we have answered your query?
Yes, thank you very much.
And yes, thank you.